What's going on, boxing fans? Julian Williams with The Distance. I'm here to give my thoughts on Miguel Cotto hiring Emmanuel Steward as his trainer. I've been away for a while. I've been very busy lately, so I'm just going to give my thoughts on that. Well, as you know, as evident, by the title of the video, Miguel Cotto has hired Emmanuel Steward to be a part of his corner. I think that he's moving towards the right direction in hiring Emmanuel Steward. Because I guess maybe with Emmanuel Steward's history with boxers and actually pretty much revitalizing the career of Vladimir Klitschko, because we all know Klitschko had lost to Corey Sanders. He hired Emmanuel Steward, and now Vladimir Klitschko's on top of the boxing world. As far as the heavyweight division goes, excuse me. But Emmanuel Steward, very knowledgeable of the sport, trained some great fighters in the past. The main one that's going to stand out definitely is going to be Thomas Hearns, and he trained Lennox Lewis. After he lost to Oliver McCall in 1993 and 94, and now currently Vladimir Klitschko. And he also trained McCall when he defeated Lennox Lewis, and he trained Gerald McClellan for a while. Throughout the early part of his career, and he trained Michael Moore as a light heavyweight. And really, Emmanuel Steward has all the credentials to help Miguel Cotto develop into a much better fighter. And I think that Emmanuel Steward is going to do a lot for Cotto's career. I think if Steward can get Miguel Cotto to train out in the Crown Gym or whatever in Troy, I think he can get his love for boxing back. Because I did read in the article that he kind of lost his love for the sport, because it always seemed to me that with Miguel Cotto, boxing was just a business to him. Everything was just strictly business. It was just a job for him. And with everything going on in his life, I think there's trouble with his wife. His father just passed away. There's tension between him and his uncle from last year, and just the recent loss to Manny Pacquiao, and the loss before is very, I guess there's a lot of speculation with the first loss of his career, and so many people have their own opinions on Miguel Cotto, like Teddy Atlas, referred to him as damaged goods, and whatever, and he does seem to be kind of a different fighter after that first loss. And sometimes with boxers, the first loss in your career tells a whole lot about a fighter. It's that first loss. And with that first loss in the fighter's career, there's usually two options. Either you come out and you become a better fighter and you don't make the same mistakes again, or you get into that damaged goods level. You're damaged by that loss, and that loss affects you, and not in a good way. And with Emmanuel Steward, I think what he's going to do with Miguel Cotto, I think he's going to break him down. He's going to make him become a better boxer. And I really hope that this works out for him, because in some cases, sometimes trainers aren't right for some fighters. In this case with Emmanuel Steward, with Jermaine Taylor, that one didn't work out too well. And he lost to Kelly Pavlik, but you can't really blame Stewart for that. But that was one thing that didn't work out necessarily. But Miguel Cotto, I do think he's stepping into the right direction. His, Santiago, the other trainer, I think wasn't right for Cotto, because if you look at Cotto's corner, Cotto's telling him what to do. You can't really get too far. You can't really get too far in the sport if you're calling every shot. If you're calling every shot and you're telling your corner man what to do, you have to have that corner man that's going to tell you what to do. It's going to always, be in control. And I think that's what Cotto's going to get with Emmanuel Steward. I think he's going to get that. He's not going to have, an uncle or one of his friends telling him what to do, to win the fight. He's going to have somebody in his corner that has the experience, the intellect, and the ability to bring back that passion for the sport for Miguel Cotto. That's what I personally think with he's going to get with Emmanuel Steward, because you can tell by how he speaks that he loves the sport of boxing, and he's very passionate about the sport of boxing. And I think being around people who are just as passionate as a sport as Emmanuel Steward can bring that passion back from Miguel Cotto. So I do think it's a very good. I think it's going to be a very good hire for Miguel Cotto. I think that Emmanuel Steward definitely can help Miguel Cotto, bring passion back in the sport. I don't know what we're going to see with Miguel Cotto. Come June 6th, I believe, June 6th, 13th, whatever. I don't know what we're going to see from Miguel Cotto, but overall, I really hope that this works out. I hope we see a lot of improvement. I hope that Miguel Cotto stays in the sport a little bit longer, because he did say 2 more fights and he was done. Maybe another year or so, but at the same time, we have seen Miguel Cotto take a beating, and we have seen him in some wars in his career. Ricardo Torres, Manny Pacquiao, Antonio Margarito, Joshua Clyde, and those are just to name, a few. But anyway, that's just my thoughts on that. But just tell me what you think. But anyway, that was The Distance. Thanks for watching. Peace.